MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Jon Lester gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Digging in, Jose Martinez. He will lead this one off today.
Tampa Bay, the right fielder, Jose Martinez.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Oh-2 now from Lester. Oh, and a nice changeup that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game. At the plate, Willy Adames comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
In now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 15 long balls and an even 40 RBIs. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Happ is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A solid start to this one for Jon Lester. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Tyler Glasnow is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they're coming off a short homestand, a little 5-1 stretch in their last 6 games, playing confident baseball right now. Look for them to be on the attack in the early innings.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lau onto the grass. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
And he also leads the league in slugging percentage. So not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of bullets in the gap and extra base hits.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And he'll get back in safely. The 0-1 pitch. Hayward, 30 years of age. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jason Hayward is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Here's Chris Bryant now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes into this one at 248. 31 homers and 51 runs batted in. In the dirt here. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Chris Bryant becomes out number 2 this inning. Digging in now, Anthony Rizzo. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently third in the National League in that category.
Yeah, this guy dropped 9 big flies last month, and he has rocketed up the leaderboard.
Yeah, D-Road, 9 bombs in a month. You better be awful careful pitching to this guy. He's swinging the bat great right now.
0-1, here's the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hunter Renfroe is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. behind 0-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Baez is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. At the plate, Brandon Lowe. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1 the count. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's 0 for 5. From the stretch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
First pitch on its way. One and one the count.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike. One ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Choi doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Ji-Man Choi goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Fouled away. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Striding in, Tyler Glasnow will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Down the third baseline. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the 3rd inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. Entering the day, they are arguably the most dangerous group of hitters in baseball, as they rank 1st in the majors in both home runs and slugging percentage. Now, obviously, the home runs are a big part of the slugging percentage, but as one of the coaches told me, we've got guys in the lineup with dynamic skill sets. We've got plenty of power, but we've also got guys that will use the whole field and that can turn on the jets when they shoot one into the gap. Safe to say, this is a tough lineup to hold down, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
Two balls, 1 strike. Count.
Had a good cut there, but he can't time the breaking ball. That evens us at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Standing in, John Lester, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. First pitch on its way. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Look out, 1-1.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike. There's one at 97, and all he can do is foul that one away. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Fouled off. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Striding in once again, Jose Martinez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. Into the box now, Willy Adames. As he sends it on the ground to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in, Austin Meadows. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he fouls this one off. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant.
Leading off.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a ball 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
That evens it up 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Chris Bryant becomes the first out in the bottom of the 4th inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Contreras is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. And that is 27 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Now back, left fielder,
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 28 on the season, as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Wow, I'm not sure if he was looking past this guy to the slugger coming up or just lost focus. But now the big bat steps to the plate with a great RBI opportunity.
And he misses inside with that one, ball one.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Hunter Renfroe is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Stepping in now, Yandy Diaz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Now Lester's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike one. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. One strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. Back with more. Ready to go for the last half of the inning and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Jon Lester. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Meadows moving back. He's there and records the first out. And that brings up Javi Baez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to center field. Meadows moving back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Fouled off. A pause, and the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. And Meadows makes the catch for route number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi. Now here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
0-1 the count. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And he fouls this one off. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Stepping in, Tyler Glasnow. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year. MVP. I mean, get in line.
Fastball well outside. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Pulled toward right center field. Meadows is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. So now with 2 out and the bases empty, it's Wilson Contreras. He's set and the pitch. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Renfroe is underneath this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Coming to the plate now, Jose Martinez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Fouled away. Oh, 2, here it comes. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Willy Adames is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Sent on the ground out to 2nd. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 2-0. Trevor Richards gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. First delivery to him on the way. And just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Now batting, Ian Happ. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ian Happ becomes out number 2 this inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
0-1 the
First
count.
pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
We're moving right along into this one as we get into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And it's 1-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Rays go in order, 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. The next Cub up, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
Here's Javier Baez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Fouled off. The 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Meadows has it, and there's one away. Into the box, Jason Hayward. 0-for-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Behind 0-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he fouls this one off. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball 1.
1-2.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
Ji-Man Choi.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Now to the plate, Mike Zunino. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Grounded weakly to the left. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out. Manuel Margot will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Number 13.
Popped him up. Rizzo is there, makes the catch, and he's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
And guys, the Cubs were given an excellent outing on the mound here by this man, Jon Lester. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Swing and miss stuff on the mound in this one, as evidenced by all the strikeouts he racked up. That's dominant pitching, and he really took control of this game.
2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, no runs on no hits, no errors, and they left no runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 21,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
And a happy 4th of July to all of you out there today. Here's what took place around the majors yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, John Lester was untouchable on the mound, crafting an amazing no-hit performance as the Cubs came away with the win against the Rays, 2-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Boston Red Sox picked up, 19 hits in this one as they plundered the Pirates 15-4. The St. Louis Cardinals amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the Brewers at home 8-5. Robbie Ray got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the D-backs took care of the Reds 6-3. The Atlanta Braves combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the visiting Angels 8-4. The Astros held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 11-3. The San Diego Padres put up 16 hits on the day as they manhandled the Mets 6-0. The Rockies put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 9-8. The Dodgers launched 3 home runs as they beat the visiting Marlins 10-6. The Blue Jays combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-3. The Twins combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 1-0. The Detroit Tigers picked up 14 hits in total as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-5. Yusmeiro Petit was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Athletics claimed the victory over the Orioles 7-6. Kyle Seager plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, helping lead the Mariners to a win against the Phillies 7-1. The Rangers got 11 hits overall as they dismantled the White Sox 10-4. And that's the show on this July 4th holiday. Enjoy the day's games, and remember to check back in with us right here tomorrow morning.